Win big with new DRF All Access past performances. With one best-in-class product, you now get all three past performance formats. Go to DRF.com and use coupon code ONEFREEPP for a free single card today.
Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beard, taking a look at race number 2 at Santa Anita on Friday. It's the kickoff leg of a pick 4, and it's the Anoakia Stakes for 2-year-old fillies going 3/4 of a mile. Before we take a look at the field, remember the DRFTV viewers have a chance to get 10% off all DRF past performances. Shop now, use the QR code on your screen, and use the coupon code DRFTV10. Here's the field for the Anoakia, race number 2 at Santa Anita. And Mike, apparently only Bob Baffert and Tim Yakteen have any good 2-year-old filly dirt sprinters this time of year.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, this race. Three of the 5 have only one start. Might as well throw a nice purse up there for a stakes race. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what to say about it, Dan. Nobody wants to run these races anymore.
Let's throw up the Timeform US pace projector. We'll expect speed in a race full of 2-year-old sprinters, and the 3 Practical Dream did show that speed when wiring the field going 6.5. Ma Wu was forward in her debut victory going 3/4 of a mile, but it's really tough to just pigeonhole any of these horses with any kind of running style. Personally, I think if the one Proud Starlet breaks, she's going.
Yeah, I agree with that. Breaking from the rail, especially. I mean, all of these horses have shown speed at one point or another in their starts, but they're so lightly raced. You know, who really knows? The one thing that I think you do know about Silent Law is she's pretty fast there. She didn't break very well from the rail in her career debut, but she had no trouble getting on top of that pace.
Let's start things off with Proud Starlet, the number 1. It was a sharp gate-to-wire debut winner going 5.5, and they threw her to the Wolves in the Del Mar debutante. She carved out a very fast pace that day and paid the price, and the horse that she dueled with, Nooney, who finished 5th, came back to run 2nd in the Grade 2 Oakleaf the other day with a 77 buyer, so maybe that pace was simply too fast for her. Maybe that company was simply too tough for her. The problem is she's facing some very promising horses in this race as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the one thing she has going for it is she's the only one who faced some real horses on dirt last time. Probably would have been nice if she didn't get beat a million lengths in there, but she did show speed. The pace was fast. It might be a much better spot for her. I don't know. There are some good horses to her outside. I liked her debut just fine. It feels like she's really under the gun from the rail here, though, and I feel like there's too much speed to her outside to really like her that much in here.
The number 2 is Ma Wu, the first of the 3 Baffert train runners, and we're going to watch her career debut. She was not the favorite in this race, and this is more of a workmanlike than brilliant performance. She went to the lead, she shrugs off the 6-5 cash call, and she stays about her business and draws away to win. She's a very expensive daughter of Blame. You would think that maybe with extra maturity she would continue to improve, and I would expect a good performance here. We're going to find out how good she is on Friday.
Exactly. Well, that's all you can really say about her. She's well connected. They paid a lot of money for her. Nothing wrong with her debut. Another one for Baffert who didn't break that sharply, didn't like sort of break on top in that race, but had easy speed up the inside, won that race pretty convincingly. We'll find out more here.
Practical Dream, a daughter of Practical Joke, began a 6-figure 2-year-old in training purchase, was a career debut winner at a big price for Yakteen. Let's watch Practical Dream going 5.5 at Del Mar. She was dismissed at 10-1. She showed easy speed from the start and just keeps on rolling along under Kazushi Kimura. Antonio Frisu will take them out on Friday.
Yeah, good stuff here from this filly. She showed good speed here. Got right up the inside to make the pace. The horses that are going to run 2nd and 3rd to her, Dan, would come back, or had previously, no, they would actually come back, right, and finish 3rd and 2nd behind one of the Baffert horses in here. So I don't know. I really liked this horse's workout before they paid the $210,000 for 20-4. I thought she looked really good in that breeze, and I liked her debut quite a bit.
Casali, the number 4, a very expensive daughter of Caracaro, seems like an early 2-year-old type. She won her debut back in July, early in the Del Mar meet, going 5/8 of a mile. They ran her in the Sorrento. The race will show you right now, and she was just no match for the Baffert runner Nooney. And Vodka with a Twist, who's a pretty good 2-year-old filly. Vodka with a Twist was 2nd in this race, then came back to run 2nd, missing by a nose in the Del Mar debutante with a 74 buyer. I'm not sure it's a great sign that Baffert immediately threw her on turf for her 2 subsequent starts.
I'm not either, because this is a pretty nice female family she's from, and there's not a lot of turf in there. There's some turf in there, but not a lot. I don't know if it's a good sign either. she's another one too. Her debut was really good. I know it was a 5 furlong racer. She made the lead. I just like the way she finished it off. And then, this is one of the problems that you have in the, we're going to encounter it here too, Dan. Her second start in the Sorrento. It's a 4-horse field. She's in against her stablemate Nooney. Nooney goes to the lead. This horse doesn't show any speed at all and just lets Nooney have it, and then tries to challenge her and is no match when they come into the stretch in there. So who knows, how good she actually is. I don't love that they went to turf with her, but I do think there's a chance she's way better on dirt. Really liked her debut.
And all eyes are going to be on the number 5, Silent Law. Speaking of 4-horse fields, she made her debut in one at Los Alamitos. She was bet to 1-10. Everyone in the world knew that Silent Law could run, and she didn't disappoint. This is a super debut performance. As Mike mentioned, she didn't break great from the rail. She cruised up to push the pace. Now, I'm not sure she's beating anything in here, but this is how you're not supposed to beat inferior competition. You're supposed to drown them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's hard to find anything not to like about this debut. Not only is it visually really impressive, even after a bit of an awkward start, but I got to figure she was really, really impressive winning that race. And it just seems like it almost has to be a benefit to her, Dan. She gets off the rail this time and she breaks out in the clear.
That's a great boon for her. Breaking from the outside post, she finished up in 12 flat while under wraps. And if she runs back to that race, she's a proper stakes horse. Let's take a look at our top selections for the Anoakia. Silent Law is the horse to beat. I'm curious to see what we get from Ma Wu. She kind of looks like a big, bulky, sprinty type when watching her, and I kind of like the way she grinded it out in her debut. We've often seen the other Baffert win these races. Maybe Ma Wu is the other Baffert, but Silent Law, that is a super impressive debut.
Yeah, it's not an interesting betting race at all. I'll just take the favorite on top here. I liked her debut well enough. I guess the thing to watch out of the gate here, Dan, is the tactics. We'll see who's going and who's not.
You would think they'd all be going. They've all got speed. They've all shown speed. I'm not sure that's going to be the case. 5-3-2-1 for Mike, 2-5-4-3 for me. I'm really curious to see how Silent Law performs in her second lifetime start. She's probably going to be the favorite in the Anoakia. Hey, let me give you a hot tip. If you liked the content that you've seen before, click on the like and subscribe button right here. And of course, for more DRF videos like Race of the Days, stakes previews, click on the videos right here.